What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and I actually have a report for you guys about the Detroit Lions looking for a trade. So let's get it started. You probably know who I'm talking about by the thumbnail or the title, but basically the Detroit Lions are really interested in trading for Kenyan Drake. Now, we talked about this a little bit. The Lions inquired about him. They asked for information. That's what that means. But they've also, we've heard a lot of talk about Kenyan Drake to the Detroit Lions. And apparently the Miami, like the Miami Herald, I believe they're called. I've read through it before because they had like a story back when they said talking about, Matthew Stafford, them trying to trade for Matthew Stafford or something along those lines. But now they're apparently saying the Lions are really interested in trading for Kenyan Drake. And this honestly doesn't really surprise me. Now, it also says that basically the Lions are probably going to wait until after Sunday to make that decision. Maybe wait Sunday, see what they do, see how these guys perform, because they have a lot of young guys out there. They're going to have Ty Johnson, J.D. McKissick. They're going to have those type of running backs getting a lot of the carries, and then after that game, they'll really decide, okay, look, do we need to go get the running back or not? Now, apparently, the Dolphins want at least a 4th-round pick for Kenyan Drake, and the Detroit Lions traded for a 5th-round pick. If we could have just got one more higher, we would have been perfect, right? But we didn't. Okay, so I'm still not going to be surprised if the Lions make this move. I think this is one that kind of makes a lot of sense for the Lions. They've been eyeing him for a while, and I would not be surprised if the Detroit Lions decided to trade for this man. But there are also other options. So if the Detroit Lions didn't want to give up a 4th, or if they just didn't want Kenyan Drake at some point, I don't know. Or maybe Kenyan Drake gets traded somewhere else because there's other teams looking at him. I believe it is the Titans that are also looking. There's definitely other teams in the mix that are really trying to figure out if they want to go trade for him. But for the Detroit Lions side of thing, even if they don't bring in Kenyan Drake, they have other options. We talked about them bringing in Jeremy Hill for a workout, who was a starter at one point, and then he dealt with an injury, and then the Detroit Lions worked him out. Also, other guys were reported on the trade block like Melvin Gordon. Now, I know some people are like, hey, man, let's bring in Melvin Gordon. Other people are like, what the? No, let's not. We need to go to offensive line. But at this point, I think the Detroit Lions are kind of set their mind on, hey, we're going to go get a running back if they don't rush well on Sunday. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions bring in some running back. It just depends on who it is, and depends on if they trade for him or they just sign him, because Jeremy Hill isn't a guy you necessarily have to trade for, but Kenyan Drake and Melvin Gordon are. And I think that's going to be interesting to see where the Detroit Lions go. But again, I would not be surprised doing it with Kenyan Drake. He just seems like a guy that Detroit Lions are going to end up going with. And as we know, Drake, he's a multi-purpose running back. I guess you could say he catches the ball in the backfield. He can run. He's kind of like a Theo Riddick type of running back. I hope he can run a little bit better, because Theo Riddick wasn't the best at running the football. I didn't think he had much of a chance. At the same time, he just wasn't very good at it. But he could catch the ball in the backfield. Well, Drake's like a mix of that as well. And as we know, like I said, with Kerryon Johnson dealing with his injury, don't be surprised if the Detroit Lions make a move to go get a running back. And definitely don't be surprised if it's Kenyan Drake. I know a lot of you guys don't like him. I understand. I completely understand. I'm just giving you this report that I heard. Could it be false and not true? Absolutely. That's why it's a report. You never know. But at the same time, I did see this report. And if you guys want to look it up, you definitely can. But this is interesting. And it's something that we've been talking about, right? It's not really surprising. They talked about inquiring about him. They talked about a lot of things with Kenyan Drake. So don't be surprised if this happens. At the same time, if you don't like it, that's okay. But at this point, don't be surprised if the Lions go out for Kenyan Drake. Kenyan Drake, the running back out of Miami. I just want to get this report out to you guys. You guys can have your thoughts, like, let them flow in the comments below. Also, if you guys want to check out my gaming channel, DoseOfDion Gaming, I was actually live last night, so if y'all not subscribed over there, you don't know. So I'll probably put a little button up, like bot right there or something. Okay, it may not be there yet because it's not the end of the video, but if you guys want to go check out that channel, definitely do it. I've been playing Fortnite a while recently, and still kind of trash. You could see I played a 1v1 yesterday, and it didn't go very well. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to X. Shout out to Kobe. Shout out to Alex. All those guys that were over there. Anyways, I appreciate all of you guys for stopping in. Let me hear your thoughts about this. Lions inquiring and looking to trade for Drake. Do you think it will happen? Let me hear in the comments below. Thank you, Prop, for watching, and I'm out.